Hey, good people, how you doing? David Taub here, co-creator of NextLevelGuitar.com. Hope all is going well, and I hope your guitar and musical journeys are going famously. And today I have a little lesson on some cool licks that are also really good finger strength and dexterity builders. These will really give you a workout on that fret hand. I feel it's really important to have a really strong and dexterous fret hand. The more strength you have, the more you can work those notes and bend and vibrato, and the more tone you're going to have. I really believe that. And as long as you're doing strength builders, you might as well learn some cool licks along the way and then incorporate them into your playing. And before we get rocking, if you could do me a favor and please subscribe to the channel. Subscribing to the channel, that really helps us to keep bringing the content. Please leave a comment below. Let us know how you like this lesson, what lessons you'd like to see coming up, what gear you'd like to see reviewed. You have a question? Put it in the comment section below. We so appreciate that. Please like the video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. And thank you so much for your support. Today we'll be in the key of A minor, and I'll stay right here in the middle part of the neck for instructional purposes. We'll just use a couple of scales just so you can kind of get the idea of these, right? And then I'll play the licks later over a jam track so you can see them applied in a musical context. I picked up this jam track from Dope's Jam Tracks. Here's the URL. They make some really good sounding fun tracks that are motivating and fun to play over. We'll just use a couple of scales. And the first one we'll use is the A minor pentatonic and blues. We'll use the expanded 1 scale. Looks like this. Alright, and I got the gain turned down a bit and also the delay off for instructional purposes. And we'll also use this A natural minor scale. You might know it as A Aeolian or A pure minor. This one here. First lick is a little repeating lick where we're going to be bending using the 9th. I'm going to bend, use this B note. We're going to bend that up to the C. And by the way, whenever you're playing in minor pentatonic and blues, that 9th is a great note to add. It's in the natural minor scale, it's in the Dorian scale too, but it's a great note. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to bend that up a half a step, so you're bending the B up to the C. We're going to do a series of bends, pull-offs, and hammer-ons where we're basically just striking the note once, bending it up. Then you got to let her down. Pull off to the 5th fret. Bend, release, pull off, hammer to the 7th fret again. It has that. Right? So what we're doing is we're pulling off, hammering back on, pulling off, hammering on, while we're bending, right? So it's a bend, release, pull off, hammer, bend. And you got to kind of work up that speed. And you could do all different kinds of things with the amount of times you bend, you hammer it, you're pulling off, right? You could kind of mix it up a bit. That last bend too, you can make a little longer. Pull off to the root note with your first finger, right? That's our A. Resolve it there. And with all of these licks I'm going to show you, you could take this lick device, so to speak, and you could move it to different positions, different parts of the neck, different strings. The device, as long as you're playing the right intervals, half step bend, or I'll show you in a minute, whole step bends, do it in different scale positions, in different parts of the neck, and you'll get different sounds. You could use this in other scales, right? We're talking about lick devices that sound cool, but yet also are a really good workout for the fret hand. Our next workout is going to be, we're going to bend the up to our root note. So now we're on the B string, and we're going to bend this 8th fret to the 10th fret. That's a whole step, right? So make sure you check your bend. Hit that target note every time. Here it's a whole step, right? But here's how we're going to make this a little tricky. We're going to play this. Okay? So what I'm doing there, first part is I play the A note, 5th fret, and then I'm barring it. I'm barring the high E and B string, my first finger, because I'm going to do a pull-off from the 8th fret to 5th fret. And then I come back and do the bend. So slow, it's... Right? really works that pink. Now, if you want to even mix it up a little bit, you could rotate that to a bend to the blue note on the G string, where we're bending that 7th fret up to the 8th fret. Right? That blue note, bending to that blue note. So you get this. If you like do the first bend on the B string, now that lick, and then rotate it to the G string. And doing that after a little while, man, it really tires out that wrist, that fret hand. So be sure to, take a break. Don't do all these in a row right off the bat. You're going to have to kind of build up the strength and dexterity over time. Shake it out, right? Give it some time. And if you want to see these scales on paper, because sometimes it helps having that connection, you watch the video, you see them on paper, you could study them. I'll send you a great reference ebook that you will use throughout your guitar journey. It's packed with scale diagrams, like 29 scale diagrams. Plus I have lessons on soloing strategies, major and minor key. It's awesome. I'll send you that, and I'll pair it with a free video lesson. Show you some really fun and easy ways to dress up your playing. I'll send them both to you for free. Free video lesson, free ebook. Just click on that link below. Here's a fun lick that you could do. Again, barring that high E on the B string with your first finger. It'll sound like this. Okay, I'm using my pinky, and what I'm doing, I'm pulling 8 to 5 on the high E and 8 to 5 on the B. And I'm repeating that twice. And then I do 2 on the high E. 1 on the B, so you get this slow. Right? And you build up the speed over time. Now what you could do is, I know a lot of people don't like using the pinky, use the 3rd finger. That's a cool lick to move around. Like we're in the key of A minor, so move it down a whole step, so now we're... Same device, I just moved it down. You can move it up, right? Again, work the speed up over time. Another thing that I do in my soloing sometimes is I'll try to milk emotion out of different ways out of the same kind of note or bent note. So I'll just hold a note and bend it different ways. Bend it up, bend it down, release it, vibrato it, bend and vibrato, right? Which takes some strength. So for instance, let's take that note we were bending before on the B string, 8th fret to the 10th fret, where we're bending to the root. Whenever you could bend to the root, it's a win. Again, make sure you're in pitch. Okay, so what I'm doing there, bending up, let it down. And then I bent it twice without picking it. So you bend, release, bend, release. And then when you get it up there, you gotta vibrato it, and that takes some practice. Just kind of shake it. Right? You're shaking, and I'm bending with as many fingers as I can. In this instance, 4, because I have way more strength bending with 4 than if I was going to try that with 1. Especially when you're bending and releasing, or bending and vibratoing. Most fingers as you can. Like before when I was bending that 9th, you notice 3 fingers. But I just think you have much more strength and control and can do more with the note the more fingers you have down. And I'm playing that staccato. I'm kind of killing the note. I'm not letting it, bending it and letting it ring. Jimmy Page used to do that a lot. Breaking into it by raking or muting the strings on top of it. Now there, similar to the lick before, I'm doing hammer-ons from the 5th to 8th fret and pull. But I'm not picking anymore. Bending up, hit it while it's bent, vibrato. And that really, really is a workout for that fret hand. And there's so much you could do with that. Like I was doing hammer-ons and pull-offs into the bend, bending up, letting it down, bending it up, striking it while it's up, letting it down, striking it while it's down, bending up, don't strike it, and just release, release, bend again. And again, so important, if you're feeling pain, stop. These are tricky, and they really are a workout. So be sure, shake that hand out, let it rest a little bit, Go back to it. Maybe try these, 4 or 5 minutes a day. You might not get to all of them at once, but as you build your strength and dexterity up, you get more and more and more and more, right? Especially those whole step bends. It's going to take some time in the bend and vibrato, but you can do it. Stay positive and you will get it. Outro of this video, I'll take all those licks and I'll apply them over that jam track in the key of A minor. It's basically just an A minor, F, and G chords. I'll be using A minor pentatonic and blues and probably a natural minor. And I'll also list out all the gear I'm using so you can check that out. And put your own spin on these licks, twist them around, turn them, add different endings to them, or connect them in different ways. Make them your own and have fun with them. Don't forget, please subscribe to the channel. That really helps us to keep bringing the content. Please leave a comment below. Let us know how you like this lesson. Oh, and don't forget, get that reference ebook where I diagram out like 29 scales. Has tons of lessons in it. It's a great reference book you'll use throughout your guitar journey. I'll send you that ebook and a free video lesson, both of them for free. Just click on that link below. And thank you so much for watching this video and for your support over the years and years. I so appreciate that, and I just want to thank everyone from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate all your kind words when you send in your comments and emails. Thank you so much. Remember too, if you have questions, I do regular Q&A sessions, video Q&A, FAQs. Just send me your questions. You can either put them below in the comment box or email them to me if you're more comfortable at thenextlevelguitar@yahoo.com, and be sure and put question for David in the subject line. Keep up all that hard work on that guitar. Remember, you can do it. Have fun with it, and keep in mind, your guitar playing is an evolution. I will see you in the next lesson.